Welcome, dear students. Today we are going to learn about a very beautiful poem that is The Pilgrim. So, student, let's see its introduction. This is an inspiring and touching poem with a strong message. It tells us about an old man who is unselfish. After he has crossed a deep chasm, he stops to build a bridge to help a youth who is coming along the same path. Even though the old man knows that he himself will never ever have the chance to cross that bridge. So, student, before start this poem, first of all, we will recite the poem. So, let's see. A pilgrim going a lone highway came at evening, cold and grey, to a chasm, deep and vast and wide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The chasm held no fear for him. But he paused when he reached the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, why waste your time in building here? Your journey ends with the close of the day. You never again will pass this way. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build ye here at eventide? The pilgrim raised his old grey head. My friend, in the path I have come, he said, there followeth after me today a fair haired youth who must pass this way. The chasm, which held no fears for me, to the fair haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. My friend, I am building this bridge for him. This is very beautiful poem which is written by Anonymous. So student, let's see the first one stanza. A pilgrim going a lone highway came at evening, cold and grey, to a chasm, deep and vast and wide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The chasm held no fear for him, but he paused when he reached the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. So, student, let's see its explanation. The poem begins by telling us about a pilgrim who was traveling alone on a highway. Soon it was evening and the weather was cold. The poet also describes the evening as grey, which could mean cloudy or late evening time, when the sun has just set. At that time, he came to a chasm. So, here the word chasm that means a gap in the earth's surface, which was deep, vast, and wide. Now, the old man was able to cross it even though it was twilight time, as he was an experienced traveler who may have also passed this chasm many times. But even though he had crossed it, he stopped and built a bridge across it. So, student, let's see the second stanza. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, why waste your time in building here? Your journey ends with the close of the day. You never again will pass this way. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build ye here at eventide? As he was busy with his work, a fellow pilgrim reached there. He asked the old man why he was wasting his time building the bridge when he had already crossed the chasm. He also tells the old man that he is very old and he may not live to pass this way again, and so why build a bridge anyway? So, student, let's see the third one stanza. The pilgrim raised uh, his old grey head. My friend, in the path I have come, he said. There followeth after me today a fair haired youth who must pass this way. The chasm which held no fears for me, to the fair haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. My friend, I am building this bridge for him. So, student, let's see its explanation. The pilgrim stopped his work and lifted his old grey head to answer the fellow pilgrim. He said that while he was traveling, he saw a young person follow the same path, that youth will soon reach this chasm, and in the dim twilight may not be able to judge the depth of the chasm, and being unexperienced may fall to his death, and therefore he was building the bridge for him. So student, in this way today we have finished very beautiful poem, that is The Pilgrim, which is written by Anonymous. Thank you.